Good evening, everyone. We're going to open the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Jeff Kamen. Then we'll open it up to questions for Coach as well as Makai Berry. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, just grateful to have another opportunity to play the game we love. These young ladies, give them opportunity to, play the game. During this time, man, it's just, you just never know. So I just want to say, we're appreciative to be here and thank God that we have this opportunity. So proud of the way we responded tonight. We weren't ourselves last weekend, we just want to get back to, kind of being who we are and playing with the type of mentality we play with every night. So it was good to see that. Whether we hit shots or we don't, okay, whether we play great or we don't, we should be the same team every night. And it was just good to see us respond and compete the way that we know how to.
Coach, this was your first game back in the Pyramid since January 1st. How great is it to play at home and, even if it's a limited attendance?
Wow, I didn't even think about that. It's great to be home. Really great to be home. It's just great to play. But, obviously playing in front of our fans and family, our friends and family, we get such a boost, even if it's not 5,000. It feels like 5,000 sometimes with the amount of support we have. So, obviously, being at home, there's a comfort level and, you expect to play well at home, but that's not always the case, But, glad, and it's good to see, the familiar faces and get the support that, I think is not the same. I think we have the best fans, in the country, so.
Let's talk a little bit about this young lady sitting to your right. She had quite a game tonight, and generally she usually does, play hard on both sides of the ball. Talk a little bit about her performance tonight and what that brought to the team.
Yeah, we have so many young ladies that do a lot of things that don't show up on a stat sheet. I don't think Makai gets, talked about enough. She's a fifth year for a senior, She has a ton of experience. She played in a lot of big games. She's been through the ups and downs of this program, of us building this program. She's been here from the beginning. She was my first recruit, our first recruit. She does a lot of things that aren't seen. She's one of our leaders. She brings it every night. She's probably one of the most athletic, if not the most athletic players in our conference. I think she can get to the paint on anyone. She's our primary ball handler at the time. She does a lot. She was on all defensive team, last year. And, she just does a lot for us that I don't think is talked about enough. So she'll score it, but when she first got here, she couldn't guard her shadow, could keep, people were going by her like we walked through that door right there, and she's totally, committed herself to getting better, and she's developed. I think all our young ladies from day one, they've all grown and developed as not just basketball players, but people, and I'm just proud of her. Highest GPA since she's been here, which is probably I'm most proud of this past semester, and she's just, I feel like a proud father. She's such what she brings with her personality and her energy and her spirit just makes our team better. And she always has somebody laughing, and she's just so fun to be around. So I'm proud of her, obviously, basketball-wise, but just as a woman and a young lady, I couldn't be more proud of the type of young lady she's growing up to be.
Let's talk a little bit about Maddie Udy. She was named Big West Conference Player of the Week on Monday for the second time this season. Just talk a little bit about what she brings to the team and how deserving she is of that kind of award.
Yeah, she just competes. She's probably the most humble, really good player I know and I've ever coached. She came here, Mount West Player of the Year, her junior year, all conference, for 2 or 3 years. You name it, she's done it. And she came into this program and just fit right in. She didn't come in with an ego. She just came in saying, I'll do whatever you need me to do, right? She doesn't need the ball to impact the game, but she's going to find a way to make a play to win. And, that's it. You can see it on the stat sheet, but I think you see it more when you watch this young lady play. She plays with a lot of passion, toughness, competitiveness. We're lucky to have her. We're so much better with her on our roster. Obviously, But I think the young lady she's playing with, they accentuate what she does well too. I think it's a perfect fit for her, and vice versa. And they love. I mean, she's just like a like a hand in a glove. She just fits us very, very, very well. So proud of her.
Let's talk a little bit about about how deep the team is, and some of the quality minutes you get from players off of your bench. How important is that to have such a deep bench, and what do those players bring to this team?
Yeah, when you have a Kiana Hamilton-Fisher and a KJ who they just go up, they've started in the past and they can start, but to be able to bring those two off the bench, is a game changer for us. We're still, I got to do a better job. I think, with Pat and Savannah. Savannah's been playing some really good minutes for us, not playing as much as she probably should. Pat coming back from COVID and she was out, so trying to work her back in. We haven't had MJ in the mix, who, definitely helps the team, and we don't necessarily know when she'll be back. And we have TR freshman. So we have some pieces. I think and that's the beauty. I think we've done some great things this year, but we have so much room for growth. And as a coach, I have to do a better job and a leader of finding a way to, find chemistry and production off the bench and trust that, they're going to be able to make plays and make us better, and I think that's the toughest thing sometimes as a coach, when you have the youth, sometimes it's trust, and I know they trust me, and I probably trust a little bit more, but it's tough when you have 7 that are really good, and they're really productive, and they're so tough that they can probably play the entire game, but it's not always the best thing. So, we're not as deep yet, but I think eventually, by the time we get to the end of the year, I expect us to be playing at least 9, and that is a pretty deep team.
Absolutely. Makai, you really had an all-around performance tonight. You were scoring, rebounding, everything, just, offensive, defensive. What was clicking for you tonight?
Honestly, just coming into this game, I wanted to have a focus in any way that I could help the team, whether that's defensively, offensively, I was willing to do. So if it was scoring the ball when I had the lane or running it hard in transition, just any way that I could help the team.
Let's talk points off of turnovers. You guys scored, I believe it was 24 points off of turnovers. And you've just been a really strong defensive team getting those turnovers this season. What do you feel contributes to that?
First and foremost, practice. Coming into this year, getting points off of turnovers was one of our main focuses. So just running hard in practice. I mean, the conditioning we complain about it, but it works, We're faster than most teams. We're more conditioned than most teams. So I think first and foremost, practice and conditioning, that's helped us out a lot. And then just our will in the game to run hard. I mean, you got Maddie, me, Kiana, just a whole bunch of people, even our post players sometimes who can run the floor better than people on the other team. So I think just, like I said, practice, conditioning, and just our will to get down the floor.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.